Welcome back. James Levine.
Charles Carpenter.
And today we're going to talk about what's happening when you're acting. So it's primary for me that this is what's occurring. And a lot of people have theories. What is acting? What are you doing when you're acting? For me, you are thinking in character. You're thinking as this character right now.
Absolutely. If you are in the middle of a scene and you find yourself saying, hey, did I say that right? Was that the right line?
That's you. That's you thinking right now. And you're thinking about thinking. This character has to be thinking now, and there's a separation of you and this character. This character doesn't know the future. They don't know what happens next. They can only go on the sensory information that's around them right now and be in it. And when an actor is doing that, you can't take your eyes off of them. That's what presence is. When you say an actor has presence, they're present. They're right here now, and they don't know what happens next. The actor knows the script.
Yeah. You as the actor, you have the opportunity to say, you have clairvoyance. You can see to the end of the story. You know, in real life, we don't get the opportunity.
We don't have that.
You don't know what I'm going to say next. Boogers!
Right. See, it happened. I didn't see that coming.
But you as the actor do.
Very real moment.
Exactly.
Right. So you're thinking in character at all times. That takes a lot of untraining sometimes. And a lot of people have technique, too much technique. I can see that too. And they're overthinking. Really, it's about simplifying everything you're doing and understanding that if you're thinking on camera, I can read your mind. I can see it. You don't have to work that hard, but you have to really be thinking.
Remember, every line has a thought and emotion behind it.
This is good.
The words are immutable. They are set in stone until you become DiCaprio and you can change your words on the fly. Those are the words that are committed, set in stone.
So there are four things that are happening, right? What are the four things that are happening? There's a thought.
There's a thought. There is an emotion behind it. Okay.
The line.
There's the line.
And the action. So which of those things are most important, Charles?
Well, the writer's going to say the line.
Okay. But it's not the least important.
Yeah. But you as the actor, you control the action, you control the emotion, and you control the thought that leads into that line.
Right.
For example, I see James and I'm filled with love. I like him. He's a great guy. My thought is, hey, I'd like to grab a bite to eat. The line is, you want to get a cup of coffee? So I have control of the emotion and the thought, and then I get to say, hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee?
Right. So there's usually many things going on in any conversation. You're doing something, you're saying something, you're feeling something, and they're all concurrent, but they're different things. So a really skilled actor, those things start to happen organically if they've made choices. They have to have made choices. If they don't know anything about the core characteristics of this person, they're just saying lines. So
what is a good choice to you? What is an example of a choice?
It's something that is active and it changes how this person interacts with the world. So let's say they are competitive. Person's competitive by nature. They compete all the time and they can't help it. And they're not even aware of it. But it changes how they interact. And when you have that core characteristic, it changes how the other actors now respond to you. So the scene comes to life because you made a characteristic choice about it. Also, there's a primary characteristic choice, and then there's a choice about what's happening right now in the scene. So they're this kind of person, but today they're insecure. Whatever it is, so now the scene has a lot of life, and they know what sort of changes may be occurring in this scene, and something always has to change or it's not a scene.
Correct. There always has to be some conflict to get around.
A moment where things change.
So you could be a competitive person, but in the scene, you can be a competitive person, but in this scene, you're coming into the death of a family member. Say, you're going to have to take that competitive fire, that fuel, and bring it into the context of what you're dealing with here. So
now another great thing to consider is this person a introvert or an extrovert? Are they in their comfort zone or are they out of it? And all of those things change a person's body language, how they respond to everything. And on top of that, you're thinking in character, you know who this person is in their core, and you know how they're feeling today. Things will happen organically in the scene now. They'll just come to life and you don't have to make choices about every second in the scene. You just start living it. But you know who the person is, and you know how they deal with the world.
Absolutely.
And now you're super interesting. And things will surprise you if you're living in the character that way. You'll do something that you didn't plan on doing, and then we go, wow. You find moments that we didn't know were there, and you read in between the lines, and then the writer loves you, and then we use you forever.
Exactly.
That's how that works.
Those are the little nuggets that pop out. I think that gives us a pretty clear definition on what choice is, and coming into a situation to where you can make those choices and feel comfortable doing it. So right now, we are going to make a choice on what we're going to have for lunch, and get on our way.
Choice.
You guys, make sure to click below to like and subscribe. Join us here, Casting Frontier. This is where you're going to come to get all your information to help you move forward in this career, in this vocation of being an actor. You want to learn more about me, please check me out as an actor or an educator at storytellersconservatory.com. You want to learn more about me as a writer, check out shieldofdestiny.com. You want to learn more about acting as a whole, come to castingfrontier.com. Come here, be here. Come to the frontier. I'm going to find a good catchphrase.
What he said.